welcome back to the FY30 webcast. Another week in lockdown, but another week of us all trying our best to exercise every day, be more active, and maintain that health that we've got. And as you can probably see, we've got Lachie back with us. There's overwhelming demand from everyone who was watching the webcast. We bring Lachie back. Cam was good, but not up to Lachie's standard. But welcome, Loch, and it's great to have you back.
Cop that. Lucky he's not here to defend himself.
That's the idea.
Good to be back, guys. Appreciate it.
So, just while we're saying hello, Loch, I thought I just might ask everyone a quick question. But what's your favourite exercise when you're doing a workout or something? What's your favourite thing for you to do?
Well, very good question. I think the last time on the webcast I spoke about variety and how I like to mix up with boxing, weights, yoga, bouldering, skating, whatever it is. I think for myself, getting into the weights more recently, a deadlift exercise is one of the best bang for buck exercises you can do. It's hitting most major muscle groups. It's awesome for posture, and when done correctly, it's really good exercise for strength wise. So I've got to say that's my favourite one.
Good one. I love it. Yeah, deadlifts are fun, and you can really progress quickly with a deadlift. And as you said, lots of benefits for it. Fantastic. Yeah. James, welcome. How are you this week?
Yeah, really good, Barry. And hello to everyone. And thanks for having us again. Great to be here for another chat.
It's good to have you again. And tell me, what's your favourite exercise when you have to do a workout, or when you want to do a workout, or you're active?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think I'm going to keep the theme of the posterior that Lachie has started with. So you're focusing on your back. And one of my favourites is actually a hip extension or hip thrust movement, which is can be done with weights, but it's as effective. Just done on with some body weights, and there's a lot of ways to, increase or decrease the difficulty of the exercise. But when it comes to all of us sort of sitting down, hip flexors are getting really, really tight. We're sort of really focused anteriorly, like crouching down. The hip extension works to, counter all those movements and really try and open you up and strengthen those back and hamstrings that are really important. So that would definitely be my favorite exercise. And I know it's a bit of a popular one now. So yeah, hopefully it continues to be all the rage.
Quick question: how do you do that one at home?
I've been increasing the difficulty. So what I've been doing is, essentially you lie down on your back, your feet are flat on the floor with your knees bent, and then essentially you just push through your heels to try and lift your buttocks off the ground. You squeeze your glutes at the top, might hold, and then you slow down. But what I've been doing is putting my feet on top of the couch. So I increase the range of movement, and when you increase the range of movement, you're obviously asking your muscles to work a bit harder and longer. So yeah, I found that just little change has benefited me, and I'm quite enjoying those.
Oh, great! No, great exercise, and very, very beneficial. And yourself, Kelly, welcome. It's great to have you back.
Thanks, Bess. Thanks for having me, and hello everybody at home. My favourite, probably not, I won't say an exercise, but I'll say a type of exercise is running, believe it or not. As I spoke about a few weeks ago, I've tried to get back into the running, and whilst I'm not the fastest runner, or I don't run that far, it's one thing for me that really I find helps me mentally. Because it's so challenging in the workout, and I'm actually having to focus on keeping myself going, by the end of it, I feel amazing. And I can honestly say there's no other workout that I do that I finish and I come back and I feel so great. So running for me, definitely.
Oh, very good.
What about yourself, Barry?
I knew
how are you?
Get away with that one.
What is your favourite exercise?
So just picking up the running theme, when I was younger, a number of years ago, but I used to love running fast. I just loved it. Just going flat out or close to flat out. So that was my favourite. But now it's the exercise bike. I get on the exercise bike, and it used to be I'd watch Netflix or something like that, but now it's the podcasts. Put the podcasts in. I find that I probably focus more on the riding rather than focusing on the screen. With the podcast, you listen to that, learn some stuff, things of interest, but also at the moment, my routine is around regular sprints or regular intense bits of effort, whether that's resistance or whether that's cadence. I push it hard. So there's a variety of things you can do, but I enjoy being on the exercise bike. So that'd be my favourite. Thanks, James.
I think further to your point around the podcasts and music, we're writing up our EDMs with the help of Costa for our active kids, and I was trying to think about ways in which, how do we support kids to get away from the screen and away from sort of sitting down and lying too much, so inactivity. And I think, obviously dependent on their age, like listening to podcasts or music is a great way to get away from the screen, but still feel connected to technology like we always do. But listening to a podcast or music and standing up and moving around. So trying to avoid sitting down while you're doing it, I think would be a great way. And unless you're obviously sitting down on a stationary bike like you are, Barry. But find something that you like listening to.
I agree. On the bike, you crank up the resistance and you've got to stand. It's like pushing up a hill. You're standing up, you're really working hard. So, yep, love it. Yeah, good one. Find Your 30, the Find Your 30 challenge. It's just been amazing and the response has been fantastic. Lachie, where are we at and what's going on? And are we hearing anything back from our participants?
Yeah, for sure. Well into the program now, or the challenge, should I say, of Find Your 30. So ticking along really well. I think we're ticking over 1,200, should I say, participants. And it's a really good mix between the three teams of walking, riding, active kids and fitness at home. So really good to see a fair mix of people getting on board and plenty in the community and outside of the Win Active membership. So really good to see there. You mentioned some feedback. We actually went out last week and want to get some feedback of how they're going and any support they need, that sort of thing. And the overwhelming response was that the people enjoying the commitment aspect of the program, which is awesome, that they're getting a variety of options. So we're getting obviously videos from sporting clubs and the fitness coach team, which is awesome. And then I guess the constant support and fitness coaches with the Zoom meetings happening each week. So yeah, really good to see us tracking along well and easing towards the end. We'll try and finish with a bang. So sort of watch this space for what's to come, but keep your eyes open for a good challenge to finish. So,
excellent. 1,200, it's an amazing figure, and that just shows that people want to be active when they can be, and they're looking for stuff. James, you're heavily involved with the Active Kids stream, aren't you? How are you finding it?
I think it's been wonderful, and a part of the Active Kids stream is going out and seeing what is available within the community, and we've been able to feature a few local Wyndham sports clubs, or half a dozen now, I should say, which has been awesome. And in a time where a lot of clubs have, shut down their operations and are sort of riding out this current challenging period, but it's been fantastic to integrate them within the wonderful work that the Win Active is doing. And we've also seen the wide range of group fitness and health and wellness instructors that and coaches that Win Active have, and hopefully it gives you a snapshot of their expertise and their passions for when the doors open again at Aquapulse and Eagle Stadium. And it brings a bit of a familiar face to those that may be thinking about joining the gym or joining swimming lessons or whatever it may be, participating in sports. You've got some familiar faces that you can connect with.
The Find Your 30 challenge, and this is a joint project between Wyndham City and Win Active, and it just I don't know, I just get a real buzz from hearing about everything that's happening, the level of engagement. Just Kelly, you and your staff and the group fitness instructors, how they're participating. Costa, and we've got Rob and Nathan, and Nathan's just a guru in the walking and riding group. It's just a really good feel-good story and a positive to come from this COVID crisis that we're in. So yeah, great stuff. Kelly, the Win Active and the timetable, group fitness and the classes. What have we got coming up in next week?
Oh, look, we've got another full week of online classes. As I spoke about through the last couple of weeks, we're just continuing to change things up, add different things in, and really try to give people what they want, to try to keep everybody, our community, active. This week, well, as you know, or those that have been joining us, we've been doing our 30-minute sessions where we're encouraging you to, alongside our Find Your 30 challenges, find your 30 minutes of activity every day. So as of next week, you'll find sort of 10-minute short, sharp workouts. We've spoken about in the last couple of weeks about, not necessarily having to do that 30 minutes all in one go and taking sort of bite-sized chunks. So we want to support that by offering you like 10-minute short little videos. So, it might be something like a 10-minute core workout. It might be a 10-minute hamstring stretches or glute stretches or hip stretches, really specific little snippets so that, you can, if you've got 10 minutes in your day, it might be in your lunch break, it might be whenever you've got 10 minutes free just to jump on, do a short, quick workout, and hopefully, that you can add up throughout the day. You might go for a walk to add on to that, just to make up that 30 minutes. So we'll have a few of those as of next week. And just similar things, the live workouts through the evening and the weekend and through the mornings as we've been doing, just continuing to just support you as much as we can. What we really want to try to do next week or in the coming sort of week and a half is we'd love to know what you want from us. It's all good and well that we're providing as much variety as we can as a team, and we're putting our heads together and thinking about what perhaps you want, but we would really love to know what exactly it is that you'd like to see on an online video. Watch this space. We're going to give you an opportunity to share your thoughts and your struggles and what sort of classes or sessions you'd really like to see. So just keep an eye out on our Facebook, the Win Active Facebook page. So that'll be coming shortly.
I think it's a real credit to you, Kelly, and your whole team that you're continually looking to improve and to innovate and provide different things for people. So well done, and I'm sure everyone is really appreciating it. So thank you. We like to celebrate a success each week, and I believe, Locke, I think you might have a success from the Find Your 30 challenge for us.
I do. Kelly and I know Robert quite well. He's obviously a Win Active member and he's a Find Your 30 participant, which is handy. But he actually spoke about his commitment to the challenge of Find Your 30 and how much he's enjoying it. He's been involved with both challenges, which is fantastic. So he's attending the Zoom sessions with the fitness coaches and sending through his activity planner, which are provided, and doing that each week. He's right into it. I think he said his favourite classes are Pilates, body combat, and HIIT. So Kelly, I might be want some early feedback there for the.
Absolutely. He's been really great. I don't think he's missed a Zoom session. So we've had our Zoom sessions in the evening. So we have Zumba and Pilates. I don't think he's actually missed a session with us. He's absolutely committed to his fitness, and back before we closed, he was probably one of our biggest group fitness fans. As you said, Lachie was doing body combat. He was, doing Zumba, and he's really, really involved in our classes, which we love. I know that he's had a really good drop in his body weight over the last sort of year or two, and improved his health and and really improved his fitness. So he's really, really great. For us as an instructor, he stands at the very front of the stage and he's cheering you on. And like for me, I teach body combat, and he's there and he's making these noises and like, oh, oh. And as an instructor, there's nothing better than having that energy and that feedback from the participants. So I absolutely love Rob, and he's one of our best, greatest fans, and I'm so great. It's so great that he's done a really great job in committing to the Find Your 30 over the last few months. So good job, Rob.
Great job, Robert. Well done, mate.
Robert, well done. You obviously love your activity, love your workouts, and love your exercise. So keep up the great work, mate. And it's good to see. And we'll see you hopefully soon back at Aquapulse. Kelly, does he come to Aquapulse or Eagle?
He actually comes to both. He'll follow wherever the classes are.
Fantastic. Oh, good stuff. And yeah, well done, Robert. And you're an inspiration for us all. So thank you. So, questions from the community, and we've got Sharif who's contacted us in the last week. Sharif lives in Hoppers Crossing. Sharif says, I play under 16 football and basketball and have lost a lot of fitness over the last 6 months. What should I be doing to get back into football and basketball? I might throw to you, James, first to give Sharif sort of an understanding of what he should be doing going forward, because I think a lot of people will be in this position.
Yeah, I think it's a great question, and I imagine Sharif's parents have probably, or guardians have probably sent that one through, and that's probably a great starting point. Is it sounds like he's probably got that support from his family to continue going, which is awesome, and that's the thing. I think one, if you can try to identify whether it be your teammates, your former teammates, or some school friends, or generally your friends who might be keen on joining you along, your reintegration into the world of sport and fitness. That'd be an awesome way to start. Again, coming together. Motivation is going to be greater, and it's going to be easier to do the hard work, because it'll take a bit of hard work. In all honesty, it's not going to come easier. I think there's some stat in the back of my head where you might lose 10 to 20% of that fitness within the blink of 1 to 3 or 4 weeks, but it actually takes you double that amount of time to recoup it. But I think what will be the important part is to think about your sport, think about the different requirements. So he said he was basketball and footy, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, so there's going to be some need for some cardiovascular fitness and some strength and speed plyometric training. So I would almost think about breaking it down into doing a cardio-based session one day and then doing a sort of strength plyometrics-based session another day. So you have day A, day B, and you sort of mix and match them across the week. So you're really building your overall fitness base. And obviously you've got to start playing around with the balls and following the various videos that we have, because Wyndham Basketball Association have put together some great videos. There's the Werribee Football Club footy videos as well. So if you don't have a basketball or a footy at home, then using another ball or even a pair of socks just to build those skills up and the touch. So those are I think there's about 3 or 4 tips in there, Barry, but I might have mix and match them a bit, but that's where my focuses would be.
Great stuff. So variety in your training, cardio, find someone to support you, and use a ball of some sort just to get that touch back. Very good. Kelly, have you got anything to add to that?
Gosh, what can I add to that? It was pretty good. I think I would probably ask Sharif what you have been doing, if anything, because potentially he could very well have been doing things over the last 6 months, just not to the intensity as he would have perhaps in training or whatever. So I think, if you are interested in perhaps running or, just to improve your cardio, there's a couple of simple things you can do to add intensity to that to improve your fitness. So perhaps, if you are a fan of running, and not many people are, is, that you aim to do, let's say, 20-minute run. You can sort of do the, what do we call them now? Pole to pole running. I was trying to think what the poles were. Anyway, ignore me. So you might want to do a sprint for sort of a 30-second block between poles, and then maybe walk it out or jog it out, sort of setting up an interval sort of a session. So that's one way if you are a fan of running. If walking perhaps is something that may suit you better, you can do the same sort of thing. Lift the intensity, you might go between pole, really, easily, and then increase the intensity, guessing that you can run, being that you play footy and basketball. In terms of similar to what James was saying with cardio and then a strength-based day, perhaps look at doing a circuit. So something where you might have 6 sort of simple exercises. If you don't have weight at home, you can do body weight exercises. So something really simple like a squat, a push-up, a lunge, really basic, where you might do 6 exercises in a row. And you'll do them back to back so that you're trying to lift the heart rate, you're trying to get your body working, do 6 in a row, have a little break, and then do it again 3 to 4 times. I think that's a really simple way that you can use body weight to improve the strength at home. And, I would just aim to try to do those at least sort of 3 times, gradually build up intensity as you go. But I'd start, if you haven't been doing anything over the last few months, Sharif, I'd definitely start with sort of 3 days a week, aim for that, and try to build up to sort of 4 or 5 if you can. And I think, that'd be a good place to start if you haven't been doing much over the last few months.
Fantastic. Thanks, Kelly. I'm not sure what you can add to that, Locke. I'm sure you will be able to.
Sorry, Locke.
No, fantastic.
Great tips there.
Yeah, no, fantastic tips. It is tough to follow. They were really, really good ones to be honest, and a lot of what I would cover. But I guess we touched on the 3 days a week and that sort of thing. But yeah, obviously based off what you were doing, just I guess easing back into it is a really common thing. People sort of jump straight back into it. It doesn't matter what age you are. Going back into 5 days a week when you've gone to 1 or 2 can really stress the body. So I'd say just ease into it. If it is running, you haven't done much, then ease on grass and then move to the pavement, the harder surfaces, which you'll need at some point. If it's the strength stuff, start with lighter circuits and build up the intensity is going to be really important. If it's your team sports, I think some directional movement is going to be really important. A lot of people just do the running and then they get into the preseason trainings and try and turn left and right quickly, and it's whether it's injury or they're just feeling slow. So I'd say, take a ball with you. If it's footy, go run on the oval, kick the ball around, go some directional changes. It's going to go a long way, I think, as well with preventing injury as well as getting that skill back as well. So that's my only add-on for those ones. So really good stuff.
Barry, if I can add one more in there, but like we're trying to suggest to all our Find Your 30 participants is, Sharif, to record what you've done. I think that's really important. So mark down the sessions that you've done, and this is for everyone. If you're in the Find Your 30 challenge, then keep recording what you've done if you've ticked off those 5 times 30 minutes. But mark down what you've done, and you might grade each session. You might say out of 0 to 10, 10 being really, really, really difficult and 0 being very, very easy. How hard was that session? And you might look to build the intensity of the sessions over the course of some weeks. So following on from what Locke and Kelly said around, starting lower and then building up.
Great idea. And Sharif, I know that you got some great advice there, and put it into action when we do get the chance to get back outside and be able to train a bit more. But you can start now, and that's the point of what we're doing here today. So good luck, mate. Hope you go well in your football and your basketball. So what week are we into now with the Find Your 30 challenge? Is it 3 or 4?
I guess depending on when this recording comes out, but on 4 right now as we record. And so there's 2 weeks left of the challenge, which is exciting.
Fantastic. So, we still encourage people to join up. Still 2 weeks to go after this week. So, looking forward to finishing off. And I think you said, Locke, we're going to finish off with a bit of a bang there. And can we expect some announcements soon?
Oh, most definitely. Keep your eyes out on our socials, WinActive Instagram and WinActive Facebook, for sure.
And, of course, on the Wyndham City socials or website as well. The website specifically is what, James?
If you want to jump onto the wyndhamtogether.com.au website, there's a lot of family activities that you can do at home. I know if you're passionate about gardening or looking after your pets or building things or developing your business now, there's a lot of free activities that you can sign up for on the Wyndham Together website.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you, James. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Locke. It's been great to have a chat to you again today. Really enjoyable. It was great to hear about Robert and how well he's doing. Sharif, I think, got some great advice. You're all looking well. Look after yourself. Stay healthy, and at home, please Look after yourself. Keep smiling. It's the most important thing. Stay active. Stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.